FinFit Talks. We are here today having conversations with some of our top field leaders and just learning a little bit about them and their life. They're here visiting with us in Tampa. And today we are privileged and honored to have a conversation with one of our leaders from the Chicago area, actually Rockford, Robert King. Robert's here with his wife, Richla, and we're excited to have them in town and we're excited to have this conversation. Robert, welcome to FitTalks.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
What was it that attracted you to the FinFit story and opportunity?
Well, there is nothing in America that's talking about finances and health combined. Financial services is about the numbers, about finance, and it's all great. But what I noticed was the mindset of the people that I was talking to about the opportunity. And I noticed how their mindsets would come back. The results would be, we love the finances, the financial needs analysis, all the tools and strategies on how to grow your money and come out of debt. However, what they noticed, the shining star and all that was the financial piece, the vitality piece, the piece of helping you to live a better life, a healthier life, a more fulfilling life. And that, believe it or not, it caused people to say, I want to know more about that, especially with the obesity rates among African Americans, the health challenges with diabetes, a lot of things with African Americans. The PowerPoint, the story, the movement really resonated very heavily with a lot of people.
You know, this has been the thing that caught my attention as well.
Right.
And you know, I've seen some of the statistical data from Vitality around the world. Creating behavior change is difficult. Like if you've ever tried to change your own behaviors, you know how difficult that can be, right? It's a challenge. And changing somebody else's behaviors, that's another thing altogether. So changing people's behaviors, it's an individual scenario, right? We have to inspire people to want to change and actually give them the tools to change. So, you know, there's things that people worry about. They worry about living too long and not having enough money, or living long and being unhealthy, or potentially not living long enough. And each one of those has financial implications.
Absolutely.
But I think in the ultimate way to live would be to live long, live healthy, and have plenty of money to enjoy that life. Would you agree?
I do agree.
How does, in your mind then, how does the FinFit Life solution influence a family's finances, their fitness, their fun, their faith? How does FinFit Life influence a family?
FinFit Life has created a model of success and created a model that anyone, regardless of what genre you're in, regardless of your race or ethnicity, regardless of your cultural differences, I see FinFit Life as the centerpiece of all of that. And it causes people from all walks of life to come together because we all, at the end of the day, we all have the same wants, desires, and needs. We're keeping the focus on finances, helping you to save more money, helping you to cut some of the bad spending habits, helping you make you more aware of the rule of 72 and how to lower your tax obligation. Things that should be important to all American households. But more importantly, when my 22-year-old son says, Dad, we're going to the gym today, my children are part of this and they're feeling like, okay, we got to get to the gym, we got to chop, we got to get to the gym. And sometimes you get to be 58 and you're like, okay, I'm coming, you know. But to see my children excited about the movement and they're taking it personal, they're literally going to the gym often and encouraging their other friends to come with them. So I see a paradigm shift.
Wow. So you just hit on something very interesting to me. I've met your boys.
Yes.
Fantastic guys.
Thank you, sir.
In their mid-20s.
Yes.
Have life very much ahead of them. Handsome, funny, articulate, smart, savvy, great guys.
Thank you,
right?
sir.
And they're of a generation that theoretically thinks they're going to live forever. At least that's what us of our age tend to think of young people, mostly because we have that attitude, I think, at a certain point. Now, the FinFit Life message, how is it different in the minds of your boys versus people who might be their parents or their grandparents? How does this message resonate in the different generations, in your opinion?
I believe young people have an energy level that they love movements, any type of movement. And I think the more we educate them on what the possibilities are, I think you're going to see the shift taking place in our generation's mindset. I think that a lot of the inspiration will come through the younger people, the younger generation, a forgotten generation, a generation that most people want nothing to do with. I love the energy that they have. And I think that the FinFit Life movement of health, wealth, and the power to live life, what it's doing for myself is giving me a new lease on life.
Wow.
It's actually giving me the possibility that I can live longer.
How is it doing that? How is it giving you a new lease on your life?
By challenging my behaviors, by challenging my habits, by challenging how I think and how I see things, and not just accepting anything that comes my way, by challenging and looking at me holistically. It's about the whole man and whole woman, not a part of it. It's the whole person, and from inside out. And I believe when you have healthier people, you have happier people, you have a more powerful nation.
You know what's incredible is you and I are cut out of the same time frame cloth.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
And it's fascinating that at this stage of life, we still need to challenge those habits and behaviors, and a lot of people don't.
That's true.
A lot of people just get in their routine and their habits, and they just keep going. How important is it, do you think, for people to stop and disrupt their belief systems?
I love the word you use, disrupt. I think there needs to be something has to be so powerful that it can disrupt your thinking. A lot of things is our thinking, and it's our behaviors, and it's how we've been doing things, and we've been accepting. For instance, when I was in my 40s, I started gaining weight. You probably can't tell, but I'm tall, so I would say, oh, I'm just tall, so I can handle it. That's not the point. The point is that I need to, in order for me to go in my 60s and in my 70s, vibrant, traveling the nation in my 80s, inspiring young people, I have to become more physically fit and more aware of those behaviors, and more aware of how I move forward. It's challenging my mood.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.